In December 2007, the elections took place here in Kenya. What followed was unprecedented violence because of a disputed result, which saw tribes and political parties fighting against each other.
When they announced the election, people had, immediately they had Kibaki is the president of Kenya. Violence started both from Eldoret, Nairobi, Kisumu, but in Kibera was worse.
People were killed, women were raped, children were killed on streets, houses were burned down. The people who were trying to run away were being hacked to death. There were cries all over. The people lacked medical facilities because the hospitals were not operating and they had nowhere to go.
Many people sought refuge here in the Salvation Army compound in Kibera, one of the largest slums in Africa.
I remember very well, 2 gentlemen were killed. I was there and I was forced to run to this compound for my safety or for my security. And life was hard in this compound because there was no water, there was no food in this compound.
We had screams, we had women shouting, people screaming, people were running, others were being hurt. We saw many people carrying the gunny bags. So most people were running away from where there were chaos to get to search for peace in our area. We had so many learners from different areas whom we accommodated in this school. It was a very sad situation. It took like 2 weeks for us to open schools.
The Salvation Army were completely unprepared for this group of people coming. And so we knew that when the next election came in 2013, we had to be better prepared. And this started our journey of conflict preparedness.
After 2007, we sat down and decided to have a workshop for preparedness. We managed to come up with several things which could help us to take measures in case of any emergency. One of them is that we had a checklist which could help us inform and pass information on how to go about the election day.
You find that during the voting time, we tell people to vote early and go home to wait for the results. You find that our people, they don't know how to store food. In slum, we buy daily bread. But the voting day, we tell them to store enough food, to store enough water, fuel, medicine, supply, some cash at their homes so that they can be prepared.
In the slums, we tried to create awareness of peacemaking. We advocated for peace. So we had banners. We used our band, our songsters, to go around marching with it. We decided to come up with the bookmarks, which were advocating for peace. And it was spread all over in the territory, in all courts, all churches, which was good. Something else which was put in place was about the emergency kit. In the startup kit, we had beans, maize, we had water, cooking oil, also first aid kits. In case of anything, so we were to respond with what we have in our store.
Kenya East Salvation Army is in a level where now the government recognizes it. It's just a call away when those issues to do with the violence, emergencies, they just call us.
In 2013, the same year, we had a very bad scenario of Al-Shabaab attack at the WESTGATE Mall. When it happened, we were able to respond immediately because now we were prepared, not like there before. At the WESTGATE Mall, we supplied more than 6,000 cups of coffee and tea, as well more than 4,000 bottles of water and other soft drinks. And that meant the army work also to be appreciated by the government, And the government from that time started appealing to the Salvation Army whether they can respond in anything that comes up.
It was 2nd April 2015 when heavily armed gunmen shot indiscriminatively and broke into a university known as GARISSA in the northern part of Kenya. Instantly, they killed 147 innocent students. And immediately, the government of Kenya, through the Secretary for Interior, appointed the Salvation Army, including myself, the project officer, and the team, to be in charge of all donations. We worked alongside other reputable international organizations to avert, assist, and offer welfare, and also spiritual help to the traumatized and the already injured students, the bereaved, and as well the relatives who were in mourning mood because of what had happened. We are aware that there might be a repeat of violence. We have started seeing signs because already in the primaries where parties choose their leaders, people have started fighting. So the Salvation Army is rightly intervening. We are already with foodstuffs, medical supplies, and also educating the communities on the need for restraint, for the need for tolerance, for the need for good governance, and for the need for being sober when it comes to elections.
We have sensitization programs. In every of our worship meeting, we have set aside a time for one of the speakers to speak about peace during the election. We have also linked ourselves to aspirants, all political aspirants. We are meeting them on regular basis within this church hall behind me and in all the courts that are in this district. We spoke with them that each group to accept the results of the election.
We've been talking to our people in all forums, including funerals, open-air meetings, visitation, talking about peace. We have had banners, we have had stickers even on our vehicles, talking about peace, living together. And it has really worked.
What we are doing in the run-up to elections is to preach peace. We have in the choir where I participate, we have a song that is talking specifically about the elections and the need to tolerate each other despite the different political views, that we should be able to listen to each other and not fight each other. So it is a message that we are going across whenever we have a group of people, either in funerals, in weddings. We are conveying the same message of tolerance. That is what we are doing. And we are very proud that the reports we are getting from there is that people are listening and they're actually tolerating each other.
As well as the Kakamega choir, what we are doing with their peace song. The kids also from Kenya East and Kenya West, they've also come up with their song for peace, Kenya is my home. Community albums from United Kingdom came all the way from UK to assist us do the song for peace.
7 schools across Kenya have written a song for peace. We have recorded the verses in our own languages and we have all sung the choruses together.
Once the video is ready, we take it to the TV stations and radio stations. We spread also the song in the social media. In promotion for peace, because the media is a powerful tool in Kenya where we can be able to reach people all over the country.
We are really hoping for peace. We really need to have peace for our children. When you come back to school, children are going to know that peace is the way to go for life, for every human being on this earth.
Election is just one single day, but Kenya will remain the same.
Kenya is my home. I choose peace.
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 Kenya endala aero.
Kenya is my home. I choose peace.
Kenya ni ndi yakwa. Nini sakuite mugo.
Kenya is my home. I choose peace.
Kenya is my home. I choose peace.
Kenya ni nchi yangu. Naamua amani.
Kenya is my home. I choose peace.
Kenya ni kibara changi. Ndenya mirembe.
Kenya ni nyumbani. Naomba tuwe na amani.
Kenya is my home. I choose peace.
Kenya ni muciĩ wakwa na ndurĩte thayũ.
Kenya is my home. I choose peace.
Kenya ni nyumbani. Nachagua amani.
Kenya ni nyumbani. Nachagua amani.
Kenya is my home. I choose peace.